Mendos presents the behaviors that destroy most relationships. Have you ever wondered why some couples seem to effortlessly stay together for decades while others fall apart within months? The brutal truth is that most relationship failures aren't caused by dramatic betrayals or incompatible life goals. Instead, they're slowly poisoned by everyday behaviors that seem harmless on the surface but act like relationship acid, eating away at love until there's nothing left. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 most toxic behaviors that silently destroy relationships, and chances are you've either done these yourself or watched them kill someone else's connection. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid if you want your relationship to not just survive, but actually thrive. Let's start with the most insidious relationship killer, emotional withholding.
Welcome, please hit the subscribe button.
This isn't just about refusing to say I love you. It's about systematically shutting down when your partner needs emotional connection most. When they share excitement about a promotion, you respond with a grunt. When they're stressed about family drama, you suddenly become fascinated by your phone. This behavior creates emotional starvation, and starved relationships don't last. The second destroyer is chronic criticism disguised as help. You know exactly what I'm talking about. "I'm just trying to help you improve" becomes the battle cry of partners who constantly point out flaws, suggest better ways to do everything, and offer unsolicited advice about appearance, career choices, or personal habits. What they think is supportive feedback actually translates to your partner as "you're not good enough as you are." Number 3 might surprise you: scorekeeping in relationships. This is when partners keep mental tallies of who did what, who sacrificed more, who was right in past arguments. "Well, I did the dishes last Tuesday, so it's your turn forever. Remember 3 months ago when you said that thing?" This behavior transforms love into a courtroom where both people are constantly building cases against each other instead of working as a team. Here's where things get really dangerous: the silent treatment. Some people think refusing to communicate during conflict is taking the high road, but it's actually emotional warfare. When you shut down completely, stop responding to attempts at reconciliation, or disappear for days without explanation, you're not avoiding drama. You're creating a psychological wound that festers. Your partner is left guessing, assuming the worst, and feeling abandoned when they need connection most. The 5th relationship poison is assumption-based living. Instead of asking direct questions or having honest conversations, partners start operating on assumptions about what the other person thinks, feels, or wants. "She's probably mad at me, so I'll just avoid her. He obviously doesn't care about this, so why bother discussing it?" These assumptions create alternate realities where both people are responding to stories in their heads rather than actual communication from their partner. Number 6 is the comparison trap, and social media has made this infinitely worse. When you constantly measure your relationship against other couples, highlight your partner's shortcomings by contrasting them with other people's strengths, or bring up ex-partners as examples of how things should be done, you're essentially telling your current partner they're second choice. This behavior doesn't motivate improvement, it breeds resentment and insecurity. The final and perhaps most devastating behavior is taking your partner for granted. This shows up as expecting them to handle all emotional labor without acknowledgement, assuming they'll always be there regardless of how you treat them, or putting less effort into the relationship once it feels secure. When appreciation dies, love slowly suffocates. But here's what's fascinating about these behaviors: they're often learned responses, from childhood or previous relationships. The person doing them usually doesn't realize the damage they're causing. They might even think they're protecting themselves or the relationship. The good news is that recognizing these patterns is the first step toward changing them. Healthy relationships require conscious effort, ongoing communication, and the willingness to examine your own behavior honestly. If you caught yourself in any of these behaviors, don't panic. Awareness is power, and most relationship damaging patterns can be unlearned with commitment and practice. Remember, great relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on two people who care enough about each other to keep growing, communicating, and choosing love even when it's difficult. The couples who make it long-term aren't the ones who never mess up, they're the ones who recognize their mistakes quickly and course correct before the damage becomes irreversible. Which of these behaviors have you seen destroy relationships in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if this video helped you recognize something important about your own relationship patterns, hit that like button and subscribe for more content about building healthier connections.